Every time a buyer gets to that last point where we're just about ready to close, there's always this little panic moment where they're like, what do we do at closing? Like, what to expect? Today, let's create some media and some information around what a buyer can expect at closing and what they need to bring. So first, they need to bring the money that they are required. Their lender will have given them a final figure. That is the cash or the money that they need to bring to closing. Here's an important part. It needs to be wired directly to the closing company. So this might be the closing attorney or a title company. Wherever it is that your lender says that you need to wire these funds, you need to wire the funds to the title company or the closing agent. So that is important. And typically you're going to do that the afternoon before or early the morning of closing because those wires do take a little bit of time. And I want to make sure that we talk about the fact that some banks do require you walk inside of the branch in order to do this wire. So if you don't have a local branch where you are doing your closing, way early, go ahead and call. So a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of days bare minimum, find out what it's going to take in order for you to get the wire that you need to closing. You do not want to be in that final hour where stresses are already high and find out that your bank isn't very accommodating for wiring the money to the title company. Now, in some instances, depending on the state, the title companies will allow for a cashier's check. So if you want to check and find out if a cashier's check is okay, reach out to the title closing company or the closing attorney to see if they will accept a cashier's check for your money at closing. The number two thing is your driver's license, and some companies like a second form of ID. Now, this doesn't have to be an official ID. It just needs to be something that has your name on it, like a library card, a credit card. Anything that's got your name on it that came to you will work for that second set of an ID. But you do need a driver's license that is not expired. So if you look down and you notice your driver's license is close to being expired and you're buying a house, take a second and go ahead and schedule that appointment and get your new driver's license. You do have to have a valid ID. By the way, a passport will work for this if you have a passport and don't have a valid driver's license right now. Had that happen many times. All right, another thing that you want to bring is if you are buying a house and you have a spouse, in most states, you will need to bring your spouse with you to closing so that they can sign the spousal documents, even if they're not on the mortgage. This gets confusing. So talk to your lender and ask them if you have a spouse, if you need to bring them to closing, even if they're not on the loan. If they're on the loan, of course, you need to bring them to closing. But if they're not on the loan, you want to ask, is this something that I need to do? Do we need to plan to have both of us be able to come to the title company or to the closing attorney in order to close our house? All right, those are the basics. So money, wired, call your bank ahead of time to make sure you know what you need to do to wire the money. 2, some form of ID or maybe an extra one for some companies. And then 3, if you're married, you might want to check and see if that spouse needs to come. Those are the most important things. Most everything else will be brought by other parties, like all the documents that you're going to sign or anything like that. Keys, etc., will come from someone else. Now, if you're a real estate agent or a lender and you're going to make this your content and you would like to have this script to use, know that in my Recharging with Champions website, that's rechargingwithchampions.com, in the members area, I do have scripts. This one will be loaded up into the December scripts. So if you want to go and make your own video and you just need a guide, download the script and use it as a guide, or if you need it verbatim, you can use it verbatim, of course. But go out there and make sure that the people that follow you know that you're the guru and help ease that last minute stress that your buyers might have when it comes close to closing. Talk to you later.